Top down ladies, my name is HSAS, and welcome to the custom card review. And why am I talking so fast? I don't know. Yeah. So, give me a minute. So, sorry about that. Me here. Here. So, now, there you go. So now, sorry about the interruptions that's outside. So now we are on to the custom card review, and the HSAS is spelt for hunter, seeker, and it's the
huntik secrets and seekers.
Yeah. So if you didn't look at a card artwork, the picture. So let's begin with HSAS Dorgon, the Titan of Betrayal. It's a dark level 12 Beast Warrior effect monster with 500 attack, 25 aim, 1000 defense. And his effect is, I'm making him a boss monster because he's like one of those legendary things. So this card can't be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned by discarding one card from your hand to the graveyard. This card's summoning condition cannot be negated by card effects. And if this card is summoned this way, you can select 3 cards from your opponent's deck to be sent to the graveyard. This card's attacks I can't read that. Oh, hold on. I lost my spot. This way. This card gains 1000 attack and defense for each card from either player's graveyards or battlestones. Yeah. So this card's attacks, like if this card acts, it can't be like negated by card effects. So your opponents basically be like, oh no, you can't attack. Boom. Yeah. And then if this card inflicts damage to your opponent's life points, you can pay 100 life points, make this card attack again. If it does, then the damage is doubled. So, until the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the grave, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Special summon 1 HSAS Legion monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode. But its attack points become double the attack points. You can only use its effects for once per turn. It's a hard once per turn. You take no damage from battles involving this card. So, yeah. And then the card that this searches out is this one. So, this one is HSAS Legion. It's a dark level 4 Beast Warrior effect monster. If this card is summoned by the effects of HSAS monster, you can select one card from your opponent's deck or field or hand to be banished. Then this card gains that selected card's effects. And Yeah, that was the one when he is like summoned by like his effect. And then this card is pretty broken. So, and without a cost to use the effect. So basically this card allows you to grab a monster, like how he does in the anime of the that of this.
Huntik secrets and seekers.
Yeah. And it so but this for Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like you can select a card, you can activate its effect. So this card earns attacks cannot be negated by card effects. Both players, or this one is pretty busted. If you wanted to beat down your opponent with like sure brute force, both players, this is the instant win. Both players must keep dueling until one of them life points reaches 0 points. Holy crud. It basically, if your opponent is on a rampage, like, oh no, this monster's too overpowered. As he's about, then he reads the effect. And like, oh crap. Yeah. And plus, this card can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. And can't be banished by card effects. This card's effects cannot be negated by card effects. And can't be chained by card effects. This card can't be tributed by monsters or by card effects. You can only use this effect for once per duel. You can't. You take no damage. You can take no damage from battles involving this card. So this is the giant iron, like, basically it can't be like banished. It can't be like, it stays on there. It's like a deck master kind. Like, you can use the cards like, I don't know, maybe the Monster Reborn or something from your opponent to be activated on your turn. And yeah. So then so these two are like supposed to be, I specifically made both of them a boss monster of this archetype. So yeah. So then the HSAS Puppet Controller. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can select one monster on the field, take control of it. If it does, then its name gains this of HSAS in its name. If this card is sent to the grave, you can shuffle this card into the deck and then add one spell card from your that mentions HSAS in its card text to your hand. If it does, then skip your opponent's next turn. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. You can only use this effect for once per turn. Your opponent must declare an attack on your new monster. So it's basically saying, like, it has the marauded captain and like the opposite. Like, you have to kill the new monster first before you attack into the puppet controller. So now the spell card that supports this spell card is HSAS Ultimate Controllers. If this card is equipped to this monster from the field, it gains 2,000 attack points and defense for each monster on the field, except for the equipped monster. So if it was like you had 3 monsters on the field and it was a 4th, it won't count his self, but it would be accounting for other 3 monsters. So if the equipped monster gets destroyed by battle or by card effects, while this card is equipped to it, send this card to the graveyard instead. Then equipped monster can use its own effects in the same turn, like it was summoned again. If your opponent activates a card effect or declares an attack while this card is in your graveyard or battle zone, you can shuffle this card into the deck, negate that card effect instead or attack, and then shuffle it into the owner's deck. So basically, the word thing of it can use the same effect, like if it was, it's like a gimmick, or like the or Gemini's, or Gemini's thing, like can be normal summoned twice. So then so this one can summon, or like makes it pretend to be summoned twice. Yeah, and then now we got HSAS Amulet. It's a search card, like searches out all the other ones that we just mentioned, except for it's only monsters. From anywhere, special summon it to your field in attack mode. But it is unaffected by card effects. If your opponent summons a monster to the field while this card is in your graveyard or battle zone, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Then negate that summon monster and then shuffle it into the owner's deck. If it does, then inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the summoning monster's attack points. This card's effects cannot be negated by card effects and can't be chained by card effects. So you can only use this effects for once per turn. So basically, this card can special summon this one. It takes a 1 monster to be like, and yeah, you can, because it's from anywhere, so it can also be like Monster Reborn for like bringing this card back, and plus, then you can, if you have this, you can discard 1 card to the graveyard, and then you can summon it, and then you can destroy this card, earn, and then summon this card. Then you have two most overpowered beat sticks things. Like you could take control of the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, turn it into the HSAS monster, like that one. The actual full name, it would be like
Huntik Secrets and Seekers.
but it would have a dash blue eye white dragon. Ready?
Huntik Secrets and Seekers, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, that one. Or the golden guy, I forget his name. You could use all of them. Like you only take control of it. So then the monster will work for you, and you use its. Yeah. But and plus, if you lose the duel, if your opponent loses the duel, like 0. Row, and yeah. So then So this one, the Dorgon, the Titan of Betrayal, is like the summoning is by discarding one card from your hand to the graveyard. Is a basically it's like if you summon or let's say you need more monsters in the graveyard to make big boy plays, and you have that card, you can summon it, and you can attack into that monster. And then this one, it's only summoned by this card's the effect. So yeah, it makes it have 2,000 attack. 200 attack, and yeah. And what do you guys think of this archetype? Does it need more like traps or spells or more monsters to like suit it? Because with modern day, I'm thinking about this, modern day ones, I know this deck will probably be like tier 0. It's a long shot, but he basically, because once you have him out on the field, you basically select 3 cards, send him to the grave, and then this card gains attack. If it gets killed, summons out this one, and because it has a built-in Sangan's effect, basically. Oh, sorry. All right, I'm looking. Okay, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle this card into the deck, and yeah. So it has built-in Sangan's effect, basically. So special summon 1, this, then its effect goes off and selects a card from your opponent's deck or field or hand to be banished. Then this card gains the yeah. Compared to the anime, I'm making him have watered down one because the basically I have a specific spell card planned in mind for him to have what he had in the anime. So then like what I did with the puppet controller one, and I can and use like him. Yeah. Because the amulet only summons like this one. And you could equip him with that, and yeah. So, what could I do with the other two? That's why I'm asking you, audience. So, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.